Morning, guys. It's about 8:20 on Friday. So you guys all requested a day in the life video, so it's gonna be different than usual because, as you know, everybody's on quarantine right now in Michigan as well as around the world pretty much. So I'm currently working from home, and seeing as I'm working from home, I wake up later than I typically would. So I start work at 8:30. It's now 8:20. Gonna let the dog out and make some coffee and get started. I usually work here in the kitchen for most of the day, and then I help Ellie with her studies and kind of just work with her together at the table. And then if it gets busy, I move upstairs. I have a desk up in Isla's room and I work up there. Nate helps me with the baby through the day, and then I try to help him whenever I can if he needs help. Things haven't been too busy with work, so I've been able to help out here and there as well. So hopefully this is interesting for you guys to watch, even though we're pretty much contained to indoors for today. Wanna go out, Minnow? Go potty. Ellie and Isla are still sleeping. Isla will probably be up any minute now. Ellie, she usually wakes up at 7:30 on school days, but she's been staying up later than usual, playing video games with Nate. The Final Fantasy VII remake just came out, so they've been staying up late together playing that. But I'm sure she'll be up soon too. She just sits here and waits at the door when she's done. She's a good dog. Come on, Minnow. In addition to her school schedule, she has Japanese too. I got her these books just because I felt like in the first couple of weeks she didn't really have enough stuff to do. So you might be wondering why we have a fish tank in our kitchen, but for science sake, I got this just because I had these when I was like in high school and I thought it was really fun. But these are called triops, and they're basically like horseshoe crabs that you hatch and grow. They're called triops, but I mean it's like basically the same idea of sea monkeys, except they're not sea monkeys. They get pretty big. Like they can get that big, but I mean they don't. They die before they get that big. We tried 2 times. And they're really hard to hatch. Like, you have to have spring water and it has to be like heated to the right temperature and all that stuff. But we finally got one to hatch. And this is Zippy. He's been hatched now for, I think, about 2 weeks. I've been having Ellie, like, write journals about, like, the hatching process and what's going on with him. It's actually pretty fun to take care of. So for right now, we've got this tank in our kitchen. Even another thing worth mentioning is that Isla has been she co-slept with us pretty much her whole life, and then just in the past like 2-3 weeks we've been getting her to sleep in her crib, and it's touch and go. Like, now she's sleeping in her crib, but she wakes up probably like on average 3 to 5 times a night, but usually we can just go in there and like rub her back. She goes back to sleep, but some nights it's like she doesn't want to go back to sleep and she just like fights it. And we're not really doing the cry it out method. We try to calm her down and get her relaxed by rubbing her back, or you know, just letting her know that we're there. But some nights it's like we don't get any sleep. So the night before last night was one of those nights. We literally did not sleep. And then last night she finally slept she went to bed at 8:30 and she's still sleeping. I think she's just like catching up on her sleep. I did put her in bed with us at like 7:30 just because I was nursing her before I got up, and I didn't want me waking up to wake her up. Her crib is in the room that's like next to ours. Our upstairs is like a bungalow, so it's basically all like one long room. It's technically 2 rooms because there's like, but there's no door, so I mean she hears everything. So I've been like letting her sleep in her crib through the night, and then around like 7, right before I get up for work, I'll take her out of her crib. She usually wakes up on her own, and then I nurse her in bed with us. So I'm gonna go bring Nate his coffee, and if you see her in bed with us and with him, that's why. What's this? This my camera.
Coffee.
That's coffee. Her thing right now in the morning is to say, "What's that?" To everything.
Coffee.
Give her a hug, Al. Why don't you make yourself some toast too? Girls are having some breakfast. What you having, Ida? Cheerios? It's yummy. It's yummy, good girl. What you having, Ellie? Toast? I think I'm gonna go upstairs and work. What? 10 100,000s. Alright, girls. I'm going upstairs. Give me a kiss.
Yeah.
Watch.
No, you did.
Kiss me, too. Uh-oh, Isla, where are you going? Going into the playroom? Yeah. This is Ellie's room. Ellie, you were supposed to make your bed.
No, you didn't make your bed.
Alright, you guys ready to see my sophisticated in-home office? This is Isla's room. As I mentioned, we have been trying to crib train her, so we have our temporary bed set up here for when we wake up at night, and we have to spend more than we would like in here. We want to lay down. So this is in here right now, but alright, ready? That right there is my in-home office. You do what you gotta do, you know. It's away from the chaos downstairs, so. And then, as I mentioned, our rooms are kind of attached, so this is our room. It's a mess, forgive me, but it's kind of hard to clean when you're juggling kids and work. This is our fish tank. That's Steve Chan. I'll tell you the story behind him another day, but in Shinju. Anyway, gotta get back to work.
Ellie relaxing after a hard morning of homework. Isla playing with her amiibo toys.
You know those are mine, right?
What you playing with? That's a Pikmin guy. Yeah, babe.
Got that.
Yeah? What is that, Isla?
She wants Chi-Chi.
Isla, can you say Chi-Chi?
Eat it.
Yeah. And you
Want to come upstairs and drink some chichi with mommy? Oh, God.